Hey guys, Brix back for another LEGO Transformer review, and today we have something pretty cool right here. It is Fall of Cybertron Optimus Prime. Yes, let's take a look. Alright, so here we have Fall of Cybertron Optimus Prime right here. I thought it was time to bring some variety of Optimus Prime to the channel, and this is the first one that popped into mind, because mostly of that windshield. I usually use it for my my Lamborghini type of Transformers, and I'm like, this is perfect for Optimus. So as you see, he is in a Cybertronian vehicle thing mode, and he does roll pretty well for the most part. You might, if you do follow me on Facebook and Instagram and all that good stuff, let me get that down. There we go. Now that looks right. You'll see a few preliminary drafts that I have, and this wheel right here, I had to move that forward this way. Just, you know, they were kind of rubbing when they rolled, and it didn't allow them to roll. So here in vehicle mode, that's pretty much all he does is roll. But actually gotta lift this part up a little bit. That'll allow that to be a little more free. There you go. He does have weapon storage. I included these little 1x1 studs right there on the little shoulder pads. So you have his weapons. Pretty cool Optimus gun right there. And you could store that. Kind of tab that in right there, like so. We have this cool Energon sword. Very nice, and a nice glowing orange. And you could also tab that up here if need be. There we go. And then you have his Energon axe. Nice. Now this, I really didn't see a reason to put a whole nother port and clip and all that other stuff just to store this. So what I pretty much just did was fold these up like so, like that, and just store it on the back if you really had to carry 1,000 weapons to go fight something or to go buy groceries or something. I don't know. I don't really display my Transformers with all of their weapons attached because it looks kind of silly. I don't see anybody driving around New York with swords attached to their hoods. Well, at least not in the Bronx. So we're going to take all this stuff off and get into transformation. Alright, so let's do a little zoomy out. This guy is probably my widest Transformer. Yeah, because even my largest ones, which is Grapple and Inferno, there were only 8 studs across. This guy is a whopping 10 studs across, not including these little bumpers and the wheel well and all that. So he's definitely my widest, but he is about the same length as my average Transformers, which might be anywhere between 12 and 14 studs across. So came out pretty good. I was worried about it being wide, but I had to stay true to the subject matter, so I think it came out pretty good. So for transformation, the first thing that we are going to do, see how I got the whole back and everything nice and covered. We are going to take these little flag pieces, these little flaps, and move them out. It's about 90 degrees. Now, when I studied the actual Generations, was it the Generations? I think it was the Generations. I looked up the Fall of Cybertron deluxe figure review that MGO did, and this pretty much transforms just like that. The next thing we're going to do is bring down the legs like so, and from there we should be allowed to flip them out. This is probably one of my first times, if not only times ever, like really using this type of technique for my legs. But these are some really chunky, beefy legs, so we got that right there. And then we flip out the little foot from the bottom. and then you take the little flag flap and swing it in, and that will help fill in the back of the leg. That's different, right? Alright, so we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Just kind of bend the leg out a little bit to help this piece get through. And that will fold flush right there. Straighten out that leg, bring the little foot out, and then we'll bend this flag inward like so. Make sure everything's nice and tight. Alright, so now you can flip him around, and he's looking pretty good. Now, legs are not done. Originally, as you can see, the knee pad right here is flush with the wheel well, and I didn't like that. So I woke up this morning and changed that. So I have it on a little clip system to where we're going to just take all of this, make sure you guys can see that, and slide it down this clip right here. Ideally without breaking anything. And just slide that down like so. And as you can see, it kind of brings these two pieces right here a lot more flush. I know it's a little blurry. Focus, there you go. So as you can see, there is a gap right here, and that disappears on that side, which also allows the wheel to come down, kind of act like a faux heel spur. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Just take this and slide it down, make it nice and flush, and then we can stand Optimus up like so. Very nice. What I want to do is just kind of bend his toes down a little bit, kind of keep him nice and flush right there. Alright, so now we're going to get started on the upper body. Alright, so what we're going to do here is bring these little pieces out right there. We are then going to flip this 1x4 flat towel around to kind of condense all of that. Make sure you guys can see all of that right there. And then what we want to do is rotate it on a stud right here. So this is all pretty much just stud friction, jumper plates, and all that good stuff. And then bring it down just like that. Let's do the same on the other side. Bring that out. This one is a lot tighter. Why is it going the other way? And just get that nice and tight right there. And then you can flip all of that on stud friction right there. You also do have the ability to kind of slide it on these poles right there, but it's not really necessary for transformation purposes. The next thing you could do is let's get these forearms out the way, like so, and then you want to bend the shoulder back like that, just enough. I know it's going to be kind of hard to see the red. There we go. You're going to take these 1x2s and slide them onto the arm like that, and these are just there to kind of help fill in the gaps. And then as you straighten out the shoulder, you could take these pipes and fold them back like so. Next thing you're going to do is take the forearm and flip it around, and that'll reveal the little blue hand right there. And then you have one arm done. Very nice, very nice. So let's do the same on the other side, where we take the forearm, flip it out a little bit just so we could get clearance for the shoulders, and then slide these little 1x2 plates out this way. Bring that down and fold these pipes back to the back, and then take the forearm and swing it around. because that's what it's all about. And there we have most of Optimus done. Very nice so far. So next, I'm pretty proud of this head reveal right here because we had a ton of space in the chest. So what we're going to do for this, I almost had it on an automorph, which is like really cool. But oh yeah, let me not forget that part, right? So basically we're going to do the same thing with these 1x2 studs right there. Let's move these arms back so we can get some space to work. And you can pretty much just begin sliding them out like so. Hope you guys can see all of this. I'm kind of bend them down a little bit so you can see that. Once you get in there, and basically you're going to clear an entire 2x2 slot for his head to come through. Get all 4 of these slid out. Oh, this one wants to be stubborn. It's probably a newer piece right there. So once you get all that done, you're gonna take this gray tab right there and you're gonna push it in while pulling this red tab up like that. And that kind of allows his head to come through like so. So it's a little automorphy a little bit. So once we got his head cleared, we can push these tabs back in, these flat tiles, like so. Get all that nice and neat. Just had a clear space for the head. And then you got the head down like that. You can pretty much adjust that either way you like. Pick up the head a little bit like so. And then take this red tab, and that's just going to fold that against the back like so. So he really virtually has no backpack whatsoever, which is really cool. And then you can just pose him up any way you like. And he is done, peoples. There we have Fall of Cybertron Optimus Prime. Yes, looks really cool. You know me, I have mixel ball joints all over the place. So just for as far as articulation, we do have ankle rocker, pretty much. His feet go up and down slightly. He does have over 90 degrees of knee bend, specifically because of the transformation. Hip joints can pretty much go all the way out like this. Let's get this arm out the way a little bit. Go all the way back like so. And if you find yourself not having enough space, these mixel ball pins, they are on pins and they could slide out this way, slide back in. I just have them, just flush so that it's a little easier for transformation. As far as the arms, as you can see, it could go straight out, pretty much rotate a full 180 degrees, very tight. Has a bit of a butterfly joint right there, but it can't really go forward because of this giant chest, which is true to the subject matter right there. Elbows are kind of like a reverse hinge effect, so this is him holding his hand forward and back once again. And his head is on pretty much just a T-joint and could turn a full 360. You could look up, you could look down at his giant pot belly and wonder why isn't he on a diet yet. I never really got this design. I mean, I think it's pretty cool and I like the fact that I executed it, but like, why is it sticking out so far? Like, it's insane. So let's get him geared up with his favorite gun that every iteration of Optimus Prime has. So let's get his arm right there. Let's clip this in. clipping him? There we go. Got his gun right there. Let's get a sword going. Little Energon sword. Let's take that, clip it in, and he is ready for war. Look at that. Now, if you want, which is also still pretty cool, let's take off this gun, and you can still store that up here on the shoulder. And keep in mind, this is my first time even trying this, so I'm just kind of freestyling this. And now he has a shoulder cannon. Super doop. Look at that. Very nice, very nice. So that way, just gonna look retarded, but we are going to get him wielding all three weapons at once. So we take the little Energon axe, flip these back out, and I alternated the clips just so that, you know, the blades could stay pretty much even. And I built these right before the review. So you can take this and clip this in. Very nice. So Optimus finally looks like a maniac right now. Look at this, just all three of them. Just, this is ridiculous. I don't know why toy companies do this. It's insane. Again, today I feel like Optimus should have an axe. You know, it's Wednesday, why not? But yeah, let's should we do a final spin with him holding all three, or it is a lot, but you know, hey, why not? Why not? Let's pick up the camera so we can get a nice little zoom action right there. Just a little bit right there. And we can get the full 3D effect of Fall of Cybertron Optimus. This came out really, really good in my opinion. Took me roughly maybe 4 hours to design it, only because I kept getting stuck with the legs. Oh, the legs were way too long at first. I had like different feet that stretched further, and it didn't look good at all. I mean, I liked it, and other people liked it because I put it on Instagram and Facebook. Tons of people liked it. But I woke up this morning and made a ton of adjustments, and I'm happy with the way this one came out right here. Size comparison, huh? Do I have other Optimus built? Alright, so this is the first time of me taking Optimus out the bag since Brix in New Jersey. So let's move this big guy over a little bit. And this is my version 2 Optimus that I've had for maybe just over a year now. Oh wow, they're near scale a little bit. I mean, obviously, you know, Fall of Cybertron. He's pretty big. He's a chunky guy. He's a chunky guy. So I mean, I guess yeah. Let's do a spin with that. Let's get some. These are pretty distracting, to be honest with you. There's just a lot going on. He looks way too angry right now. Like the wrong guy took Optimus's daughter out on a date, and he is ready for war right now. Let's get all that. It's just too busy for me. So let's do a little spin with these guys so you can kind of compare them from all angles. Oh, he broke. I was spinning it too fast for this guy. What exactly broke? This part right here. Like I said, these guys were just taken out of the bag from Brick Fair from like, when was that, in September? So a lot of them are just like still a little fragile from the trip. Literally, trip. So as you can see, the back is a lot cleaner, you know, on Fall of Cybertron. Arms are way bulkier. Well, the legs are already filled in on that guy. I'm using a similar head mold, but the only reason why I didn't use the blue teeth on Fall of Cybertron Optimus is because he had to fit within like a 2-stud opening, and that is just shy right out of 2 studs. So we got that guy out the way right there. Let's get Optimus back center stage. So this is BX Brix, thanking you guys once again for liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting, all that wonderful stuff. I definitely love the support you guys show on the channel, and I definitely love the support that you show on BrixMediaStudios.com. I try to make the instructions really affordable for you guys so you could have something like Fall of Cybertron Optimus hanging out on your shelves or on your desk at home. So once again, if you want to get these instructions, they're going to be up really soon on BrixMediaStudios.com. If you don't see them when you get there, email me at bxbrix1@gmail.com and say, hey Brix, stop sleeping, let's get on it. Alright, so make sure you guys are following me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that wonderful social media stuff, because I do put pictures up, you know, just to see what people think about these things before I do the video, just so that they have content and it makes sense to follow me there, so that way, boom, once the YouTube video hits, they're on it, and you get a little sneak peek at what's coming. And we have a ton of videos on the way. I just released, what was it, Soundwave not too long ago, and I just did this one last night, so that's why I kind of decided to get on it. This probably won't come out for a couple of days, but that's cool. There will be tons of more videos on the way, and thank you again to all of you. Peace.